fights that they're based on. And this Rashad Evans in the heavyweight division is based on his fight against Brad. I think I'm just how you pronounce it. I just finished watching that fight. And I'll be honest with y'all, that was a fun fight to watch. One, because Rashad Evans was very, very undersized in comparison to his opponent, Brad Imes. Like, Brad Imes was, think about 6'7", something along those lines. And Rashad was just dealing with it. It was something to watch. He had some issues in the clinch. Obviously, that was early in his career. That's what, despite all the odds, you know, him being undersized, he was able to pull out that W. Kind of had the issues that most wrestlers his size will have against a lengthier opponent, but was able to stun him in round 1. Got into a bit of trouble. Did a good job using some clinch knees. But it was a really, really fun fight. If you guys want to go ahead and watch it, it is on the UFC's website. So, oh, I couldn't reach him because he's too tall. Not that anybody was asking for tough alter egos, but I'm all for it. Especially after seeing a couple things. Like, for example, what was it? Forrest Griffin. The Forrest Griffin one was... It's the thing that he had won the first Ultimate Fighter. Rashad wins the second one, and then years down the line, they face off against each other. Like, that's some pretty crazy storyline shit. We land that 5-star head kick. There we go. Can we get it? Yes, we do. Big slam for Rashad. It's a pretty cool addition. Pretty cool addition. Oh, shit, he's going to reverse us. And the thing about Rashad, I think that if you look at his career, it's kind of like what I talk about a lot. Like, he's one of those wrestlers that he was an all-state wrestler in New York. He did an All-American. But at that level, people who compete recognize it's really a game of inches when it comes down to the scoring and who beats who and who gets what. Because Rashad Evans, he beat NCAA champion Greg Jones, lost 3-2 in the blood round at NCAAs, which if he had won that, he would have been an All-American. So that's what makes the NCAA tournament such a brutal thing. Even the qualifiers, the Big Tens and all that shit, super tough to deal with. But we're having a good fight so far against this Aspinall. Kind of having our way. Getting some of that short boxing. Trying to use that level 4 haymaker. See if we get another takedown. Oh! Now, the best thing about those slam takedowns is that Rashad Evans has slam boost. And if you guys are familiar with slam boost gives you an extra 50% damage. All right, 50% damage. So those slams, especially the ones that land on, when they land to the body, it's a fuck ton of damage. Even that hip toss against the cage, if you make somebody constantly defend those hip tosses and they're getting slammed by somebody who has slam boost, it is damaging to the stamina. So Rashad, he has that perk, and that perk makes it really important that you want to deny those takedowns. So pretty good first round. See if we can try to get him out of here. Oh! He tried to fake lip touch me. I understand. Oh! Oh! I almost shot into that. DD boxing. Yeah, if you guys haven't watched that fight, go ahead and watch this fight. And I actually started to look through Rashad's record, and he only had a couple losses. I think it was only 2 losses before losing to John Jones, and that's where things went downhill. Then you see that he made his comeback in Eagle FC. Guess he didn't want to retire on a loss, which makes sense. That's usually the case. Nobody wants to retire on a loss. Now that he does his job as an analyst, see if we get another takedown. Yes, we do. Best time to shoot that shit is when they're rocked. And you can see how much damage you do to the body, too. Makes him a very valuable pick. Okay. Yeah, but let me know how you guys have been doing with these Ultimate Fighter alter egos. Obviously, you guys are aware that supposed to have a fight October 12th, but I'm also going to let you guys know that my opponent pulled out. Got the text message. I was going to show it on my community wall, but ended up declining. So, still going to be on the card, but we're just going to see if they're going to replace my opponent with somebody else. So, whatever is going to happen is whatever going to happen. In the meantime, we'll get back to the virtual work. Notice I'm really focusing on just wrestling, ride, and control. I'm not trying to look to get a submission or anything like that. Oh, Granby, nice. Oh, I tried to backstep. There we go. And he's cooked. Look at the dance from Suga. Look at that. Yeah, it's fought in 3 weight classes. He fought in heavyweight, light heavyweight, middleweight. His light heavyweight variant is a 4-star version of himself, and obviously it's towards the end portion of his career. So if they were gonna do another alter ego for Rashad, it'd probably be there. Likely the one that's like 17-1. It was sort of I think when he beat Phil Davis, I think it was 17-1. Phil Davis was an NCAA champion too, so he beat Phil Davis, who was an NCAA champion. Just to let you guys know how good Rashad at that time, you know how good he was. But got that finish. See if we get another fight or two, and then we'll call it a showcase. But really, go ahead and watch his tough winning performance, because it was a really, really fun fight to watch. Oh boy, John Jones. See if we can avenge this one for Rashad. Hey, if you look at Rashad's career, see, I wasn't involved with the MMA landscape. Obviously, at that time, I was but a wee child. Wasn't involved in combat sports. We're gonna have to take a counter-fighting approach. Use that skirmisher perk. Oh. Gotta be careful with John, for he has them damn oblique kicks. Uh-oh. Take him down and spear him. Of course, we know what actually happened in their fight. But we are trying to rewrite history. He's back up. Yeah, Rashad's record, he has a lot of wins over a couple of either former or future UFC champions. You guys don't know he has a split decision win over Michael Bisping. Obviously, he defeated Chuck Liddell. Ooh, I mistimed that. A weird John. There we go. It for you, Suga. Ah! Hit him up. No flying knee. Oh! Okay, let's see something. Let's see something. Oh! I want to get one big right hand. That's a nice counter. Head movement. Oh. Left hand. Oh. Oh, shit. Take him down. Inside trip, no dice. Chain it together. No, I tried to chain wrestle. Spear him. Yeah, his only main dilemma is that he just doesn't have jiu-jitsu. Like, if you guys obviously see the intro for a lot of my showcases, you're going to see that he doesn't have a lot of jiu-jitsu. Not a lot of submissions available in his arsenal. Like, the arm triangle is going to be the only thing that he really has. So your general focus with Rashad Evans is always going to be based around ground and pound and control. Don't even waste your time getting to TBS if it's not going to be an arm triangle. Doesn't have... He only has like 1 win by submission in his record. See? There it is, block counter. Get some good body work in. And can we finish John Jones? Can we finish him? There we go. Not bad. Yeah, if I list off everybody that he's defeated Chael Sonnen, Dan Henderson, Phil Davis, Tito Ortiz, Rampage Jackson, Thiago Silva, Forrest Griffin, Chuck Liddell, Michael Bisping, Stephen Bonner. He's had some incredible fights, and taking the time to go and watch back the old OG generation of fighters and how much MMA has improved since then. It's a cool thing to see in contrast, in comparison. But you can appreciate, like, these guys really carried what became mainstream for this sport. And Sugar Rashad's career, he's put in a lot of time in. We'll get one more fight for him. But another win in the books for Sugar Rashad Evans. Daniel Cormier, the other short heavyweight. Now, our previous opponent was not, utilizing their kicks. And you know what ends up happening between two wrestlers? They end up boxing instead. So we'll try to keep the boxing. And for those on my channel who've watched MMA longer than myself, if you guys recall any Rashad Evans fights, let me know which ones were your favorite fights. What fight specifically that you guys would like me to go and watch. The fights that I watched before starting up the showcase were his draw against Tito Ortiz, where Tito Ortiz was deducted a point in round 2. His fight against Michael Bisping. His KO win over Chuck Liddell. His fight against Forrest Griffin. And the win over Phil Davis. Ooh, that switch kick is still slow as hell. Daniel Cormier kicking my legs is always going to throw me off. Not that he didn't kick at all, but we gotta punish you for that. Okay? What you doing, Daniel? I'm gonna keep throwing head kicks at him until it works. Come on, you know you want to. Oh. Ooh, okay. He's never gonna throw. Ooh. I was gonna say he's never gonna throw a lead hook cross. Oh, but he's throwing that shit instead. I'll say by the shoulder. Curse you, physics. Daniel. Protect that body, Daniel. Just out of range. Sneaky body shot. Don't you do it. Don't you do it, Daniel. Don't you do it. Don't shoot. We have an unspoken rule. Oh, shit. Come on, Daniel. Shoot, Daniel. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you, Daniel. Stop fucking kicking my legs. Stop kicking my legs, Daniel. Don't you do it. Don't do it. I know you want to. Uh-oh. Come on, Daniel. I told you to stop with the kicks. I told you to stop with the kicks. I told you to stop, brother. All right. That's going to be it. Honestly, this version of Rashad Evans with the skirmisher perk, the slam boost perk, you play with him in a specific way, you have a good amount of success. You can catch people off guard. Obviously, it doesn't have crazy submission options, but that arm triangle from Mount can do a lot of damage on anybody. Has really good slick inside boxing, great move levels, and he's a very, very good pick. Now, obviously, there's other 4.5-star fighters like Tom Aspinall that are significantly better, but if you're just going to go and run it back with the OG for old time's sake, Sugar Rashad Evans is a viable option. Remember 17, I appreciate y'all. Much love, take care, and have a wonderful weekend.